Vampire-themed first-person shooter Trust announced for PC from the studio behind the Forgive Me Father series. So I seen this trailer that just came out for this, and I thought it was pretty good. It looked pretty interesting, so I figured it was something we can go ahead and get into. So Forgive Me Father series developer Byte Barrel has announced Trust, an Unreal Engine 5 based vampire first-person shooter with immersive simulation elements. It will be available via Steam and released. A release date has not been announced. So yeah, let's see what it's all about. So Trust is a first-person shooter with immersive sim elements. You can play as a vampire who was awakened from a slumber that lasted for centuries. Once powerful, now exhausted and weak, you must find a way to survive in a world where hunters have become the hunted. All right? And then story. You play as a vampire who is awakened from a slumber that lasted for centuries. The world you knew is long gone. Discovering the truth about the immersed power that vampire blood affects changed the course of the war between humanity and creatures of the night. Unfortunately, your kind is not the only winning side. Blood reactors and batteries from vampire hearts began generating electricity for entire cities, powering cars or everyday objects as well as deadly weapons. The fate of your kind is in your hands. Who will be the last one standing in this uneven fight between two species obsessed with blood? So, I think that's pretty cool. So, you're pretty much, I think that's awesome because when I first seen the trailer, I thought you were supposed to be like these henchmen guys over here or whatnot, especially when you see the trailer, because it made it seem like they were, you know what I mean, they were kind of like the good guys going against the bad vampire. But after seeing some of the after reading some of the information here and then seeing the way that it looks, you are going to be the vampire, which I think is awesome because I think that's pretty cool to kind of get it from the other perspective instead of being like a regular civilian fighting against vampires. You're the vampire fighting against the civilian, so I think that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and watch the trailer here, and then we'll just go over some of the key features for the game, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I love the art style on this in this style and like in this for this gameplay, just because it is one of those things. I did a trailer reaction earlier to I Am Your Beast, so that's going to be a new first person speedrunning game that's going to be coming out, and they did do this kind of art style as well. For some reason it's kind of similar. For some reason in that one I think it kind of worked a little bit better. I'm sorry, it worked a little bit worse because I feel like it would have been better if it was more realistic. But for something like this, especially considering that it's going to be like a vampire hunting game, so it is kind of have that little bit of like a supernatural element, I think this looks really good. I think it would look awesome for it. And then I also do love the neon colors that they have for the characters. I'm curious as to what it was stating earlier about vampire hearts, you know, helping run electricity and stuff like that, power stuff. I wonder if they have vampire hearts on them, which is kind of causing this stuff to power up. Because I don't know if these are just like weapons or if it is something that'll like kind of help to capture the vampires, kind of a thing. And then I also love right there where you see all the guys, you know, look like they gotten, you know, the wind knocked out of them. They were getting knocked back, and then you see the coffin looks like it's raising. So I think that's really cool. That, you know, it's a good way to hype people up, especially considering that this is the character you're gonna be playing as, and you're pretty much gonna be attacking all of these guys. So as far as the trailer goes and like a little teaser, I think that's amazing. Yeah, I think that looks really good. So should be a fun game, especially, you know, considering the art style and everything like that. I think this will be pretty interesting to see how it goes. The one thing that does kind of trip me out though is that the fact that they have these characters out in the daylight. So if you're a vampire, I wonder how that's gonna work out. So going over these key features and then we'll go from there. So blood is everything. On your path to regain power, you can choose to openly engage in combat with humans using their technology and weapons to remain true to the vampire abilities, allowing you to achieve goals unnoticed. But remember, either way, you need utmost precious substance in the world to function. Hunt to obtain blood and satisfy your undying hunger. So, that's pretty cool. So pretty much you're gonna be using the human technology as well as probably your own vampire abilities. So that's awesome. So enter a world straight out of a comic book where a vampire you restore the natural order, immerse yourself in a hand-drawn 90s style setting rich of details and mysteries. Experience the comic book aesthetic, creating a unique atmosphere to enhance immersion in a world full of secrets and uncharted possibilities. So, same thing. Talking about the art style, looks really good. I think it looks good. I think it works really well for this gameplay. So, diverse solutions to solve the problem. There's always another way to achieve your goal. Remain in the shadows, relying on stealth and cunning, or throw yourself into the heat of battle, utilizing your surroundings to your advantage with the numerous interactive objects scattered throughout the world. Every run offers a different experience, allowing everyone to find their own playstyle. So, that should be a good thing right there, because more than likely that is going to give the game replayability. So if you do want to go back and, let's say, take out the henchmen and everything like that, but do it in a different way than you did before, so instead of kind of using your vampire powers, you decide to use their technology against them and their weapons against them, I think that'll work really well. I feel like that's something that'll get gamers to be coming back for sure. All right, and then day and night, vampires are known as nocturnal predators and are not particularly fond of daylight, which can turn them into a pile of ashes in a matter of seconds. However, the tough situation in which you find yourself requires action, not only at night, but also during the day, which kind of goes back to what I was saying with how, it's a vampire, so I wonder how they're going to go about you attacking them during the day. Depending on the time of day, you will have to achieve a different goal in each given level. So that's interesting. So I think that's actually really cool, is the fact that, the day and night does play a factor in the game, because obviously you are a vampire, so you can't go into the sunlight whatsoever, but the fact that they're actually incorporating that into the game itself, I think that's awesome. I think that's really cool, especially, what I mean, considering that vampires have been around for so long, that it's pretty awesome that we kind of know the ins and outs of them, so how it could work for their advantage or their disadvantage. And who knows, maybe if this game does well, we might see something a little bit later on in the future as far as like the old school like monsters. So that'd be cool if they have it like vampires now, and then if they did like a werewolf one later, or if they have like another one where you're like a zombie, so you can get it from like the zombies perspective or the werewolf's perspective, as opposed to the regular humans. So I think this looks awesome. I think this looks really fun. So something to look forward to whenever it does come to Steam for any PC players out there. And yeah, so those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is this something you're looking forward to? Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys have been watching this long, I just want to let you know I really appreciate it. And if you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. And until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.